There is a massive claim echoing through the market. Anyone can sit at a computer and deploy a fully functional application without knowing any code. The tool attempting to make this a reality is Replit Agent 4. Its primary mechanism for doing this is a feature called the infinite canvas. Instead of plotting out one wireframe at a time, the infinite canvas lets you command the AI to build multiple, distinct app designs simultaneously. You watch them render side by side in real time. This creates an immediate question. Is this parallel generation engine a legitimate shortcut for building a functional product, or is it just a fast way to produce a digital storyboard? To know whether you should adopt this tool or ignore it, we have to look past the marketing and examine the exact mechanical steps it actually replaces. The traditional software development lifecycle is strictly linear. You draft an idea, design the user interface, write the front-end code, construct the back-end database, and finally push to deployment. Look at this split-screen flowchart comparing the two processes. On the left, the traditional path takes weeks. On the right, Replit condenses the timeline. You submit a text prompt, the canvas generates options in parallel, and you deploy. That direct jump shrinks the time to deployment from a multi-week grind to mere minutes. The right side only moves at that speed because you aren't waiting on a human team. Multiple AI agents are writing components for different designs at the exact same time. Skipping those traditional steps shifts the balance of power in software creation. It removes the technical barrier to entry, but it introduces entirely new risks. The process starts entirely in plain English. You type a specific business requirement, like an employee management system designed to track leave and manage daily tasks. From that single prompt, the AI simultaneously generates completely distinct visual layouts. You might get a frosted glass panel design, a rigid professional view, and a funky, colorful layout, all rendering out on the canvas. This table breaks down exactly what is happening in the background. You provide the text input, the system generates the parallel designs. But look at the third column. Forcing multiple agents to run concurrently consumes paid AI credits fast, the compute AI credits to keep the agents running. You are directly trading capital for velocity. App generation is no longer gated by human typing speed. It is gated entirely by your financial budget. Generating a nice-looking layout is only the first step. The true test of the system occurs when you transition from viewing a design to clicking the critical build action. Once you hit build, Replit attempts to execute complex backend work invisibly. It writes the Postgres database schemas, establishes the API routes, and provisions the live frontend. Look at the second row added to our table. When you click Build, the system auto-generates your database and APIs. The unavoidable trade-off here is a high frequency of hallucinations and console errors. The AI often hallucinates during complex structural builds. This results in immediate browser console errors that halt your deployment completely. Resolving these errors requires manual oversight. You must either read the error and prompt the AI to fix its mistake, or manually click through the UI to test for stability. You don't need to know CSS to fix interconnected elements. Use natural language to tell the AI to change a button to white or adjust a font's alignment, and it will rewrite the underlying code. The term zero code is slightly misleading. You won't type syntax. You must assume the roles of a strict QA tester and a design director to prevent the app from collapsing. Standard AI models lack specific operational context. They do not automatically understand your company's unique database structures or proprietary business logic. Replit attempts to solve this blind spot using a feature called Skills, which relies on specific markdown files you upload to the workspace. Injecting these markdown files gives the AI's prompt engine deep context and exact operational rules for handling your specific custom requests. With that extended context, you can command the AI to generate entirely non-app assets. You can tell it to pull your software's structural data and automatically build an investor pitch deck right on the canvas. The final output is strictly limited by the contextual scaffolding you build around it. Vague instructions will always yield broken software, regardless of the AI's raw processing power. If you are a business leader, real estate developer, or founder lacking an in-house IT department, this tool is built directly for you. You can leverage Replit to sit at your desk and generate dozens of functional, interactive prototypes in a single afternoon. This capability bypasses the massive upfront capital normally required to hire a team of developers just to test a concept. However, these generated prototypes are meant strictly for internal validation and pitching to investors. They are not built for immediate public launch. For founders, Replit operates as the ultimate ideation engine. It translates raw business logic into tangible investor bait without the heavy drag of technical overhead. Now, let's address the professional web developer who fears imminent job replacement. Replit Agent 4 hits a hard, immovable ceiling when scaling a product for enterprise-grade reliability. Critical production functions still strictly require human engineering. You need professionals to handle complex database migrations, manage secure AWS cloud hosting, run automated background cron jobs, and stabilize user traffic surges. This decision tree flowchart maps your path. First question, prototype or production-ready SaaS? For prototypes, Agent 4 is an unrivaled bridge for speed. For SaaS, do you have a dev team? If no, do not deploy. If yes, accelerate their wireframing. Replit Agent 4 will not end web developers, but developers who learn to use it to shrink a 2-day prototyping task into a 10-minute sprint will inevitably outpace those who choose to ignore it.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Subscribe to AI Skills Learn for more awesome content. And don't forget to like and share this video.